Listening to loud noise over a long period of time can damage your inner ear, and unfortunately, this damage is usually permanent. The extent of damage to your hearing caused by noise depends on three things. 1. Decibel level. How loud is the sound? 2. Distance. How close are you to the source of the sound? And 3. Time. The length of time you are exposed to the sound. Hearing loss can occur in people of any age. It may develop suddenly or gradually, depending upon the source of the problem. The World Health Organization recommends that adults not be exposed to more than 140 decibels of peak sound pressure, similar to the sound of a siren. For children, the recommendation is 120 decibels, similar to the sound of a crowd. The hearing specialists at Lake, Ear, Nose, Throat, and Facial Plastic Surgery explain how noise can damage hair cells, membranes, nerves, or other parts of your ear, causing temporary or permanent hearing loss.
There are three types of hearing loss. There's nerve damage, which is called sensory neural hearing loss, and that's just where the little hair cells in your inner ear or the nerve is damaged. So there's nothing that can be done to fix that. We can aid it with a hearing aid, but we can't fix it. There's conductive hearing loss, which is something medically is going on in the middle ear that's not letting the signal pass through to get to the hearing nerve. So sometimes that can be treated medically, whether it's fluid or infection, or even if the bones of the middle ear are not working, there's surgeries that can be done to fix that. And then the third type is called mixed loss, and it just means that it's a mix of both the nerve damage and the conductive. So there's a component of that loss that might be fixed medically, but you're still going to have some hearing loss from the nerve damage.
Anytime someone is working around loud equipment, working in a factory, it is regulated now that people wear hearing protection, and it's monitored by OSHA. A lot of people don't do that though, because they say, I can't hear my boss, I can't hear my coworkers, and so they sort of take their sound protection out, which can damage the hearing. So it's very important to wear hearing protection when you're working around loud equipment in a factory. A lot of people who are not in large companies, maybe they have a lawn company, a lawn service, and they're not monitored by OSHA, but they do need to be wearing earmuffs or earplugs to protect themselves from the loud equipment.
There is such a thing as sudden hearing loss. It usually only affects one ear, but there's sometimes that people just wake up and they have a loss in one ear. Sometimes they don't know what causes it, sometimes we can't, figure it out, but if it's caught and treated early enough, a lot of times it can recover.
Some of the first symptoms of hearing loss would be ringing in the ears. Ringing in the ears, what we call tinnitus, is something that is a symptom of damage to the hearing nerve. Many people will come in and say, my ears are ringing, and one of the first things we will do is test the hearing, because we want to determine, is there some damage or degeneration of the hearing nerve that can be associated with that ringing.
What we're finding is that younger people now need to come in for baseline hearing tests because we live in such a noisier environment that maybe our parents did. The music, their jobs, there's just a lot more noise involved.
For information on the audiology and hearing aid services available at Lake, Ear, Nose, Throat, and Facial Plastic Surgery, please click on the Sirius Sound Waves story link icon on our homepage at yourhometownhealth.com.